Hey there, this is Rosie from A Very Rosy Life, and this is my very first video for YouTube, so thank you for stopping by. I am so happy to be able to launch this channel for 2019. It has been something that I've been considering for a long time, and just in the past few days decided, you know what, it's time to do this. It's like I've been fretting all day about the lighting and how I look and what I need to say. I decided to just rip off that band-aid and just do it because there is no such thing as perfection. And I just want to get this channel started, start doing the things that I want to do with it. So what are some of the things that I want to do with it? Well, as a long-time user of YouTube, I feel like it's maybe time for me to start giving back to the community. I have gained so much from YouTube over the years. I like to say that there isn't a problem I can't solve as long as I have a YouTube video. So after gleaning so much from YouTube over the years, I feel like maybe it's a time in my life where I can start to give something back. I'm the single mom of a 17-year-old, almost 18-year-old girl. She is the pride and joy of my whole life. There is nothing I have loved more than being her mother. However, there's no doubt that I am entering a new stage of life. She is set to go off to college this year, and pretty soon I will be the parent of an adult child. So this just feels like a whole new phase of life for me. I really will be an empty nester, which is very strange. It's really weird to think about. I never expected to be a single mom, which I've been doing now for about 12 years, I think, maybe 13 even. So here I am heading into empty nest years as a single mom, sort of trying to figure out what the next stage is. I've had a lot of changes in my life in the last few years, not only her growing up, moving into adulthood, definitely moving into those college years, being much more independent, my time as a single mom taking on different dimensions. But I've also had changes in career. I've had changes in my mental health, positive changes in my mental health, positive changes in my physical health, and just a lot of good things that I've created in my life and that have come into my life. All of this to say that a lot of hard work over the years for me has paid off. A lot of waiting has paid off. I have just been really fortunate to finally see some of the things coming to fruition that I've wanted for a long time. Here I am. Here I am on the brink of some really big changes, some scary changes. You know, there's a part of me that I don't want my little girl growing up. Not really, but part of me doesn't want her to grow up. I don't want to live alone, or at least I don't want to be an old woman with 2 dogs and that's it. I want so much more for my life. I feel very confident that for the first time in my life, I'm very close to having almost anything that I could think that I would want. A number of years ago, I started doing vision boards. I'm not really a big New Year's resolution person. However, a few years ago, around this time, so around the end of one year and the beginning of another, I participated in a personal development workshop where creating vision boards was part of the process. And so in the first month of a new year, I created a vision board, which then led to me year after year working on my new vision board for the coming year because just the timing of it seemed right. And I started to really love that process of taking stock of the past, setting goals for the future, figuring out what was working, what you want to bring with you into the future. So figuring out what worked in the past and what you want to bring with you into the future and deciding what it is that you want to leave behind. So ever since then, I've done vision boards for a couple of years. That was on paper. And for several years now, that has been on Pinterest. I feel like my Pinterest boards work a lot better for me because they can be with me all the time. Often whenever I'm feeling down, I will pull those up and take a look at them because sometimes it will cheer me up to see how far I have really come. The number of things that I have achieved often does for me is to remind me that a lot of what I want out of life is very simple, and I tend to overcomplicate things. So just having those thoughts and those desires in a way that I can see them and remind myself that I am generally closer to achieving those things than I believe in down moments. So what I want to do is to contribute to the YouTube community with my journey, and hopefully to have some support from the YouTube community along the way. There are so many channels out there that I enjoy so much, and I hope that there are other people in the community that are looking to exchange ideas and support for each other. Like I said, I have gained so much from YouTube over the years, whether it was from how to change the brakes on my car, to how to learn a skill for my job, get more in touch with my daughter at whatever age she was, how to house train my dog. I mean, you name it, I have looked it up on YouTube and learned how to do it. YouTube has really helped me to be fearless at taking on certain types of challenges in my life. And when I say YouTube, I mean the YouTube community, all of the content creators and all of the people who are contributing as part of the community. Those of you who are out there cranking out videos, offering such good ideas, such quality information, I really want to help give back to that. I'm hopeful that I can do that with this channel. So what does this channel have in store? Well, in the next few days, I will be posting a video about my vision for the coming year to 3 years. I'm in the process of redoing some goal setting and working on some lifestyle goals that I have for myself. I'll be posting a video about that. I do also hope to be engaged in some conversation about what that goal setting looks like, what it looks like for me and what it might look like for others. I also know that one of my major goals has to do with living a healthy life. For the past 6 months or so, I have embarked on a commitment to losing weight, a commitment for myself to be healthier, and an outgrowth of that is weight loss. I've taken quite a bit of a break from that over the last 5 weeks or so with the holidays. I just decided to relax. I hoped that I could maintain, but without tracking, doing all the daily tracking and the other work that I was doing. With the first of the year, I'll be recommitting to that, sort of getting back on the wagon, although this is really a healthy lifestyle, not a diet. So there really wasn't a wagon to fall off of. Just more like recommitting myself to some of the work that I need to do in that arena. So I know that's going to be a big part, at least for the early part of this channel. I just know there's a lot of things that need to be tweaked in my life. Some, I don't know, let's call them problem areas that are keeping me this far away from achieving the things that I want to achieve in certain areas. So I plan to also share the journey of those things. And one of those off the top of my head is budgeting. That is something that I plan to take a deep dive into over the next couple of months. I am finally to a place in life where I should have the money that I need to do all of the things that need to be done in my life, with some extra for the things that I want to do in my life. So I just need to get a handle on the budgeting situation to be able to accomplish that. And then I'm just going to be living my life, which includes DIY projects. It includes, I love to sew. I love to bake and decorate cakes. I do all sorts of crafting and artwork and just whatever I can think of. I'm a woman who is on a journey, and I would love you to come along with me. Thank you to my friends who I know are probably watching this video, and I love you and always appreciate your support. You are phenomenal. And to any new person who might be watching, thank you so much, and I hope I will be producing some content that you love very soon. Have a great day.